MK has done something that we have never seen. I've been politically active for quite some time now. MK has done something that we have never seen before. You know, is the first political party whereby people say, "Ningas abas busy siyayizela." Is the first political party that calls rallies and don't give people t-shirts. Is the first political party that calls rallies and don't transport people with buses. Is the first political party that does not give people KFC or Kentucky Fried Chicken. Do we still have Kentucky Fried Chicken? We don't. People are calling Zuma, come this side. We are here. Zuma, they are organizing themselves. It's an organic revolution. It comes from the ground up. First time in history since the dawn of democracy. Even Mandela never had. You know how the campaign of Mandela, when you look back to history, it was very difficult campaign. I think it only got 62%. Many people don't know that Mandela never got 2/3 majority. He got 62%. Then he had to form a government of national unity with your national party, with a de Klerk, a Medara as his deputy president. But in MK, people are saying, Zuma, where are you? Come to us. We want you. We want your leadership. First time in history. It has never happened before.
And how is the youth structure formed, and what does MK stand for?
The youth, so we are the youth of MK. Relatively autonomous, which means we take our own decision. As the young people of MK, we are leading the youth the best way we know how. But we take the mandate from the motherboard. Our policies and our being is derived from the motherboard. What do we believe in, DJ Sbu? We believe in the nationalization of mines, banks, and all South African economy. We believe that Michael, who's Michael? Michael Dua. Is it Dua? I don't know. Michael Dua, but is from Germany. He's a German foreign national. We want, as the MK Youth League, we want him. If he set his foot in South Africa under the government of MK, he must be jailed. All his assets freezed. All his ill-gotten wealth must be freezed.
Who's Michael Dua?
He's a shareholder in the South African Reserve Bank. Sbu, Cyril pains me. How do you wake up, DJ Sbu? You are a president of the country. Your Reserve Bank, a foreign German family has shares.
Private family.
Ifamily umndeni nje wakhanyile. Ube nama shares ku Reserve Bank yase Germany. Do you think Germans can allow that? They can never be. But ulo Michael Duro ban unama shares kwi South African Reserve Bank, a family abangayazi ini South African Reserve Bank ibhange ngodla lase South Africa. Unama shares khona umndeni odwa. uCyril kunomali yena ukuthi avela avuke nje ekseni kunomndeni wase Germany ona ufika kanye le ndoda lo amjita ufika kanye once.
I'm trying to Google it.
Mgugule lapha emafonini. Uyavela umgugule.
800 shareholders, including notable entities such as ABSA, the Anton Rupert Trust, Discovery, and the First Rand Bank.
Yeah.
The central bank also has international shareholders from Germany,
yes,
France, and the United Kingdom, and the United States and Norway.
Amgugulele yena ngo.
Ngimgugula ngqo.
Umgugule phone ukugulena ngo. Vela amafoni awaqamba manga.
What is his surname?
Udwa.
DWAR.
Awumspele kahle. Angifuna nokulazi kahle igama lakho uyangicasula nje le ndoda. Angeke wena ube nama shares sibungisho usukhala.
Yeah, Michael Dua. Yeah, he does. Okay, there's a fact check here. German national Michael Dua owns between 0.5% to not 57.5% of the South African Reserve Bank. The ruling African National Congress The ruling African National Congress is in favor of nationalizing the bank, as is the opposition, the Economic Freedom Fighters Party. But the Democratic Alliance, the largest opposition party, will have none of this and have taken a hardline position, calling it a hostile takeover. Sorry, it's a long article.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing is that what you're saying looks like legama liyavela. But in March 2014, the bank asked Mr. Michael Dewar to dispose of his family shares, exceeding over 10,000 shares by March 2015. Or he could submit evidence to prove he was not related to any other shareholders. At this stage, the bank believed that in addition to his own shares, Dewar was an associate of 8 other shareholders: his parents, 2 brothers, wife, 2 daughters, and his son. The bank claimed that Michael Dewar and his family held at least 90,000 shares, or 4.5% of the bank's 2 million shares in 2014. This is quite an interesting article. I'm gonna put a link of this article in the description, guys. I just googled it. I didn't even know about Mr. Michael Dewar. It's the first time I hear about it.
MK Youth League were very clear. We don't want this man. We don't want this man. So,
and foreign entities that tend to undermine or take advantage of our sovereignty, right?
Yes. You know, Sbu. It's better if we're discussing you. That Mofire owns South African, has shares in the South African Reserve Bank. It's a conversation that we are willing to have a discussion on. It's a question of patriotism. It's a question of you being an African. It would have been better if we were discussing some Nigerian billionaire having shares in the South African Reserve Bank, not a German national. Not a German national. We don't know what happened with these elders who are leading our country. They have no sense of patriotism. We must discuss you. We must discuss Uminenhle having the shares in the South African Reserve Bank. Not a German national, not an American national, not a France national. Africa for Africans. From the economy, from the land, and in all facets of life. So we are clear, we don't want anything that smells white foreign families in terms of our economy. That man, we must seize his asset, freeze them, and we send him back home. I think that's the most lenient thing. He won't rot in jail, but all his ill-gotten wealth must come back to South Africans. Then we can see how do we redistribute those resources. But it must not be that after 30 years of democracy, we still rely on the colonialism in terms of the economy of the foreign countries. We say EPWP in South Africa, they must get permanent jobs. We say under the MK government as the MK Youth League, we are sick and tired of this thing of saying that people from 18 to 35 are the ones that qualify for internship. We as black people, sometimes you start to go to school at the age of 40. And you can still qualify for internships then, because you understand, for me, I start becoming a security, I save, from there I'm promoted, I'm now a manager of securities, then I register at the age of 36 or 40 years for my diploma. But I no longer qualify for internships because I'm beyond 36. We must remove that cap. Anyone who wants an internship must be able to qualify for a internship. Those are some of the things that we believe in as MK Youth League. There are many.